right, let's use some potions here. Minor group health? No, minor health. 121. That's good enough. Hazardous! Thanks for following. Welcome. How you doing? Who's this Wiggler? Ah, you've been expected. Miss Fortune told me to keep an eye out for you. Ilawi, was it? He says. You may proceed. She will meet you inside, taking this lift and going directly to the parlor room. No snooping around. Are you ready to go now? Sure. Please proceed. Proceed directly to the parlor. Do not pass go. Yeah. Hazardous says, so Battle Chasers 2.0, if you liked Battle Chasers, you're gonna love this. Yes. There's been some improvements, there's been some changes, but yeah, the formula is pretty similar and it uses League of Legends characters and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. No worries, Hazardous. Yeah, I was the same way. I was like, Airship Syndicate's doing another game in the style of Battle Chasers. I'm in. Yeah.
Battle Chasers is so loved in this household.
Yeah, we love that game. Yeah. It's out on Steam. It's also on the Epic Game Store. If anybody prefers the Epic Game Store, you can use the code Bog Otter when you're checking out to support the stream. Yeah, look at this. We've got Azaria got this for me. Battle Chasers Anthology.
I was actually looking at the pronunciation or like the spelling of his last name.
Did you see what I opened it up to?
Boobies!
Boobs! Yeah. This is pretty cool. Battle Chasers.
This is really cool.
Yeah. This is really great so far. Please proceed directly to the parlor. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Is it on Xbox too? Okay, cool. Yeah. That graphic novel is dope.
This is insane. This is nice because it shows you the characters, right?
Yeah. Gully is her name.
Gully, yes.
Gully.
I'm surprised I forget that because I loved the movie Fern Gully.
I love the movie Fern Gully as well. So there we go. And now we're at the top of Bilgewater. Look at that. That's the best button in video games. Wait. Look at that.
Is that
Highlight the loot.
No.
Give me the loots.
Wait. I think all games need that. And all.
I know.
Seriously.
And look, and then they don't appear after you already loot them, so then you can know when you're done. It's the best.
I like that.
I say we should just let all the gangs alone and bicker and shoot each other. You sort of have a problem with buying comics and books? Asterisk, it sounds like you're a lot like a lot of the folks in our community. So welcome.
I actually. Ooh.
What?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
they're not talking. It's okay.
Oh, I just found out that our local comic book store, it's like a mom and pop place owned by one guy. They have a little.
A new subscriber arrives.
Hazardous, thank you so
It
much.
fills you with determination.
Really appreciate the sub. You're awesome.
Thanks for subbing. They have a loyalty program.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and within like one purchase, I think I made like 4 clicks on the card.
Really?
Yeah, I was
That's
like,
funny.
okay, easy.
Nice. All right, so where do we need to go? Watchtower. Captain's chambers, probably, right? Meet Miss Fortune at her manor. There is a treasure going this way. Hello. Found treasure hiding behind that bush. Who's in here? Hello. Where's your loot? People wounded on the ground. Don't care. Just want your loot. You want to see my tentacle? There you go. That's how we make friends. Imagine if you play as Hecarim. That'd be great. You're gonna call these style of games westernized JRPGs? That's exactly what it is. American company, but a JRPG style. Yeah. Ooh. Give me the loot. I like that even at the start of the game, they're not shy about loot. All right, the captain's chambers is right here, so I might as well. Oh, okay, now I recognize where we are. Now there's still like dead bodies everywhere. No, there's just people mad at us. Are you the one we're going to execute? No. That would be somebody else. All right, let's go meet. Let's meet up with Sarah. Sarah Fortune, you know.
What a magnificent home. Like a palace. But what happened here?
Something wicked passed through this place. Can you feel it? Stagnation and rot.
Hello, it's been a while. I was starting to think you were avoiding me.
They know each other. Will I play the Riot MMO if it ever comes out? I will certainly take a look. I have been enjoying Final Fantasy XIV recently, and I'm a big fan of Guild Wars 2, so I play MMOs.
I have been busy maintaining harmony between the Buru and the people of your city. Perhaps you cannot see this from so high up on your throne.
Oh, damn. What'd you say, babe?
I said you've been addicted to Final Fantasy.
Have I?
And yeah, because you got me hooked too.
I got you hooked, but I've only played really on stream, so I don't know what to tell you.
You've got reason to be cross with me. Bilgewater's changed since I took over. Not all for the better, I admit. Maybe you don't forgive me for killing Gangplank. I know that you two had something together once.
Damn.
But now that time's passed, I hope you can see why things had to go the way they did.
Sarah Fortune, I think I met her cousin once. Serendipity. You got me.
Talk to me. I want to make things right between us.
I am not blind, Sarah. I know that you did not call me here to settle our differences. Something terrible happened here. Someone attacked you.
Not someone. Mistwalkers. They slaughtered my men. Last time, the city was overwhelmed by black mist. But this attack came from me. You don't seem surprised.
It was me. Oh, wait.
The goddess granted me a vision. The black mist gathering in the Shadow Isles, growing more powerful, enveloping the world.
A vision? I don't have time for your goddess's riddles, Alawi. Mistwalkers invaded my most secure headquarters, took out a dozen of my best men. Raffin nearly died. Don't underestimate me, Alawi. I'll do anything to make sure this never happens again.
Why is she being so aggressive?
Rome, too, has battled the mist.
I'm sorry. Who is this?
I am the mustache.
It is I, Brom of the Freljord.
Strong and dumb. Alawi, you have a type.
Bram washed up this morning. The black mist attacked him at sea, near the Shadow Isles. But this is different.
Years back, when we stopped the harrowing in Bray Harbor, we thought we cleared it out. But what if we were wrong?
We. You call yourself ruler of Bilgewater now. Why do you seek help from me?
I thought I explained myself. I'll do anything to save my city and protect my crew. I'm going to be the kind of leader Bilgewater needs. But to do that, I need your help, damn it. I can't investigate Grey Harbor myself. I need to take care of the wounded and secure the city.
I will go to Grey Harbor, because it is my sworn duty as Truth-Bearer to fight the Black Mist, and because I believe the goddess has set me on this path, not to help you.
That's fine.
Whatever floats your boat, I'm grateful either way.
There you go.
If you or your handsome friend learn anything, you know how to find me.
She thinks I'm handsome. You should have said that.
Handsome? What a spirited young woman.
Yes! Thank you. Thank you, game. Now I can play the game again.
Beware. Sarah has not yet decided whether Bilgewater needs a peacemaker or an iron fist. So far, her justice always stinks of gunpowder and blood.
Such interesting traits.
We will investigate Grey Harbor. If the Black Mist has returned, I will drive it back, as I have before.
Really hoist the old anchor? Oh my. All right. Meanwhile, in Grey Harbor.
Well, what are we doing in Grey Harbor? Huh? This place is cursed. We shouldn't be here.
Heard Malik's got a meeting with Gangplank.
His corpse, more like. Fortune burned him alive on his own ship. Everyone knows that. We'll probably get it worse.
Why is he whispering? Oh.
Funny thing about Grey Harbor. Sometimes the dead come back. I wonder, will you?
Cut the kid some slack, Gangplank. You've been gone a long time, and you need every man you can get.
Men won't get my city back.
Damn.
Fortune survived. Those things you sent only rattled the hornet's nest. Made her even more dangerous.
That was just a taste of what's to come. You have what I asked for.
It's all here. But what do you want with this old junk?
You have no idea what you're looking at. These Buru artifacts are the keys to the kingdom.
Yeah, sure. Be lucky if we survive long enough to see what you got planned.
Relax. My work's almost done. When I return, I'll have the Black Mist under my control. We'll take my city back from Captain Fortune.
Would have missed no friend from foe.
It won't need to. Keep that around your neck. Tell your men to stay close. Don't do anything stupid, and the mists of Grey Harbor won't pay you any money.
We need some of those amulets.
Hey, if you're going back there, you'll need this more than me.
Not anymore.
A tribute to the bearded lady. Just in case.
Bilgewater belongs to me, living or dead. That's my destiny. But if I'm never to sit on his throne again, my ally better hold up his end of the bargain.
Okay. So Gangplank is alive, kind of, sort of. Somehow.
So, this is Bilgewater.
Yasuo.
I can see why you hired a bodyguard.
Yasuo is voiced by Liam O'Brien, isn't he?
It isn't at all like Ionia, but it's so colorful. You can taste the salt in the air. Everything's covered in sea foam.
As soon as you talked, I was like, that's War from Darksiders. Or Illidan.
That isn't seafoam. Watch your step.
Ew.
Whatever business you have here, I hope it's brief.
Don't worry. My contact won't be hard to find.
Your contact? Who's that?
The merchant. You'll learn more when the time is right.
I like to know what I'm getting myself into. Besides, I can't protect you when you won't tell me simple things like who you are or where we're going.
True. Hey, Underdark. Are resubs off? I can't turn resubs off even if I wanted to. What do you mean? It just might not be your time to share it yet. Or maybe refresh and you'll see the option to share it. Yeah.
You seem on edge. Are you running from someone? You were pretty eager to leave Ionia when we met.
How about this? When you tell me who you are, I might tell you why I left our homeland.
You have all the information you need, swordsman. And payment in advance. But if you like, we can part ways here.
Do you have a name at least?
Call me...
Right. Let's go.
That's her name. I don't know how to spell it. Oh, man. Is that Ari? I don't know. I don't know who it is.
You there. Are you the merchant who trades in Vestaya artifacts?
Shh! Keep your voice down. This is sensitive business. Are you looking to buy? If you know about the Vestaya artifacts, you must be a collector.
I hear you sell sunstones from the Vistani tribe.
When I can. Those Vestaya all died out long ago. Their sunstones are incredibly rare. I sold one recently, however.
Who was the buyer?
Can't reveal the name, I'm afraid. Client confidentiality.
Just tell her. It's easier for both of us.
Now, now. No need for violence.
She just charmed him.
Your client won't mind if you tell me.
The client, the man named Malik from the Jagged Hooks, he said he was going to Grey Harbor.
Yep, Ari. See, I don't know. I don't know like the abilities of a lot of the League of Legends characters. I know them more from Legends of Runeterra. So, and yeah. Yeah, Gangplank is Matt Mercer. She has a heart charm action. Okay, cool.
Grey Harbor. Is that nearby?
Arcane is dope. Also, I've only seen the first episode, so no spoilers. But yeah, it was pretty cool.
The place is cursed. Only madmen go there.
What's a jagged hook?
Gangplank's old crew. They're not even scared of Sarah Fortune. You don't want to cross them. And neither do I. Leave me alone.
You're looking for an ancient relic. That's something you could have told me.
You learned it at the right time. Just like I said you would.
Nah. These streets are dangerous at night. We should find a place to sleep.
Okay.
Oh, you want the hourly rate, or...
2 rooms for the night.
You sure?
1 room will do.
Oh, damn.
Is that Noxian coin? That ain't no good here. We only take silver serpents, no exceptions.
Charm him.
Look, it's the only money we've got.
Not my problem. Take your foreign coin someplace else.
Are you sure?
Sure, we'll
Take
take
another
it.
look.
Oh, such rare coin. You're too generous. Take any room you like.
And a drink for my friend.
Oh, of course, of course. You enjoy yourselves now.
Thanks.
She's pretty handy to have around, huh? Is that Dalsim from Street Fighter passed out on the table? I didn't see it.
An excellent bodyguard.
I didn't see.
I'm not sure you need a bodyguard. What was that trick you pulled?
Trick.
What did you do to the merchant and the innkeeper? Don't play games with me.
I did this!
Why does it matter? My talents helped get us what we need.
But I'm a human, and you're a Vestaya.
I knew I wouldn't be able to hide it much longer.
There you go.
I've met my share of Vestaya warriors. Feathered, furred, all kinds. But never one with your talents.
I'm the last of my tribe, the Vasani. And I don't spend much time around humans. Since we boarded that ship in Ionia, this is the longest I've lived among humans in 100 years.
100 years is a blink for your kind.
Well, it feels longer when you're alone.
Look, you may be a Vestaya and your magic may be powerful, but I made a promise. I'm here to help you. If there's anything I can do to keep you safe, you can count on me. But you have to tell me what's going on.
I can sense a pain behind your words. Something weighing on your heart.
Yes, you haven't told me what's going on.
You need this job more than I thought.
Is this another one of your talents?
One of many.
My name's Yasuo.
You may call me Ari. 100 years feels longer when you're alone.
You are more beautiful than any flower.
Please, leave me. My magic. I cannot control it.
I don't care. I am yours.
No. What am I? A monster.
Is that a dream? Or is she had a dream? Oh, wow. Nobody you've ever met has pronounced her name Ari? What would you call her?
I'm losing control. I have to feed soon.
Just a feed soon?
I should never have traveled with Yasuo. It's been so long since I lived among humans. His emotions, his memories. If I don't hold myself
You just
back,
raced out for
I'll consume
37
them.
months, man. Yeah, you're a man beast,
There it
baby.
is.
Yeah.
There it is,
Imagine if
Underdark.
Americans switched from pounds to kilograms overnight. There would be mass confusion.
Thank you, Underdark. Thanks for the 37.
It'll be safer if I do this on my own. Besides, I was going to leave him eventually. The secrets I'm looking for, they're for me alone.
I wonder what she feeds on. Hey, Danny with a D. How you doing? Later that night. Don't follow me. A.
She went to Grey Harbor alone? Damn it. Did I say something wrong? If I leave now, maybe I can still find her.
She said don't.
I can't fail at this again. I can't let her die.
We are almost at Grey Harbor, just ahead through this blockade. Or heroes looking to make a name for yourself by heading to Grey Harbor. Yeah, good luck with that. Keep your luck. We need only the guidance of Nakagaboros. Can't even say that name. If you're serious, you're gonna need some gear. I can help you get I can help you out there if you got the coin. You might as well spend it. There's no use to a corpse. All right, so now we're back with Braum and Alawi. It's a resting point. So I don't have food though. I can't craft food or anything, right? I don't think so. I can do enchantment. Enchantment? I like that it gives me the percentage chance of being able to do this stuff. 100% chance to add more protection. I can do swiftness too. Yeah.
Oh yeah! This is happening.
Oh my god, I didn't know what that was. Extra Epic Otter. That is your new Patreon sound effect. I was so confused. I thought it was in game. I was like, what is that? What did I just click on? How you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. That was hilarious. Would you like to watch a rest conversation? Yeah.
Enjoying the warm breeze?
In truth, Braum misses the Freljord's cold embrace.
A cold embrace? That does not sound appealing.
The Freljord is a harsh land, but survival has a way of bringing people together. Telling stories by the fire, hunting Elnuk by moonlight. And the Buru? What brings you together?
The mother serpent, the sea. We serve the goddess, and she blesses us with an endless harvest. Many of her blessings are quite delicious.
Ah, nothing brings people together like a delicious meal. In the Freljord, a mighty warrior named Olaf once felled a great frost serpent and made it into a stew. It fed his whole village for months.
Delicious frost serpent.
Now you've made me hungry.
Then follow Braum's stomach. Let us see what we find.
Nothing, because I have no recipes. Ooh. Do you have rest? Oh, they do. Oh, they have food right here. Tasty and colorful, increases attack power for 37 for a few battles. 10% chance of being hit to grant a damage shield. Okay, here's the stew. Restores 12 health each turn for a few battles. Crit rating by 69. Nice. Shirima goat cheese. Haste. A little bit of passive healing. Why not? Let's grab that. Ooh, a wriggler. I don't have that kind yet, right? What do I have? A sturdy fishing pole? Do I already have this? Now I can't afford the blade. Good job. Or the bounty hunter garb. I don't think I have anybody that can use that anyway. All right, they got good stuff. All right, let me get the wrigglers. Because you know, when we find the fishing. So it's A, down, A. Eat a meal and rest. Ladyfish, did Riot just put out 2 games and an animated show in 1 week? Well, they put 2. They surprise launched 2 games this week. Yes, Yes. They're by different dev studios, but published by Riot, Riot Forge, which is their publishing arm. Yeah. Yep. It's a big push by them to like introduce all kinds of gamers and players to their world and their characters, and I think it's super, super smart. It's great. This is a turn-based RPG, Blading Fish, by the folks who made Battle Chasers.
Area's sealed off. Get away from the gate.
I am a priestess of the Kraken. I go where I please, without any man's permission.
Yep, right down my alley. Riot has been world building and retconning since 2009. Yeah, I used to work for a video game news company called ZAM. And the editor-in-chief for ZAM was Scott Hawks, who I used to do Game Breaker podcast with. And he actually moved on from being the editor-in-chief at ZAM to go write for Riot Games. And what was interesting is when he first got that job, I was like, write for League of Legends? I'm like, that seemed kind of weird to me, right? But exactly what Hazardous is saying, he got there and started doing the world building and, you know, started designing the dialogue for the characters and stuff that went up on the websites for lore. But now you can see all these other games coming out, lays the groundwork for all this. Yeah. Yeah, Zam. Do you remember Zam?
I don't care who you are. This gate's the only thing stopping mist creatures from getting through. Now get lost!
Perhaps we should try a different approach?
We don't have time for this. Open your gate, or I will tear it down.
Fine, lady. It's your funeral. Opening the gate! Stand clear!
There. A more direct approach.
Yeah, that was pretty direct.
Not quite what I was expecting, but effective.
Something's coming!
Uh-oh.
To live is to fight.
All right, we got a primed mist bomb right here. On death deals on death it deals heavy damage to all champions. A speed lane attack will disarm the bomb. Okay. So when I attack, like for example, if I do Winter's Bite, I can keep it in the balanced lane. Power lane, which will make it do more damage and be slower, or make it go in the speed lane, which will do less damage but quicker. So how do a speed lane attack will disarm the bomb? I don't know if I need to do that yet though. Let's do have him taunt. And dude's fighting you with a mug? Hell yeah, he is. So she's got the prime mist bomb. On death, deals heavy damage to all champions. A speed lane attack will disarm the bomb. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that till she dies. Let's kill the other guy first. Let's go kill Mugman. All right, we need her to summon a tentacle. Get a tentacle. $51 damage to all enemies. Sure, we'll do a speed attack.
Let me show you the door.
Attack power up. Anyone? All right, one of us and one of them. More tentacles.
A fine hit.
All right, now the speed attack. Will it disarm the bomb?
A fine success.
Okay, she got no buffs now. We got rid of it. Perfect. $31 and poison, huh?
Watch the mustache.
The mustache. Should I try to sneak?
Word of our community's acclaim.
Sneak in a heal? Should I sneak in a cheeky heal? What's going on, Aurora Peachy and friends? How's it going? Oh my God, we got a Friday raid. Hello, fabulous people. Fiery Blaze, TSG, James, Sailor Jupiter, Gres Tim, Sean. Welcome on in, everybody. Hi, Standby. Hey, Josfell. Some of you guys were here earlier. 74 by all these guys. And the 74-month resub. Thank you, Peachy.
Is it the mustache?
Is it the mustache? Gang, we're playing a brand new game today called Ruin King. Riot Games and Airship Syndicate surprise launched this game earlier this week. It's one of my games I was looking most forward to. And now we have it for the Bogathon. So welcome on in.
What you smelling, Snapples? What you smelling? Oh, a 22-month resub. Good boy.
Welcome on in.
Bog Otter High Peachy 5 raid sub.
Thank you, Sean. Thanks for the resub. All the resubs, all the love, all the support today will add time to the stream. We're going up to 12 hours potentially. You can see our clock up there. You can type !Bogathon, which TSG James already put it in the chat. You can see what our stretch goals are, giveaways, all kinds of fun things happen as we continue to pump the time up. Yeah. Is this game easy to learn and is it good? They have great tutorial. We're learning a little bit at a time. I'm having a blast with it, Ventu.
I've met more frightening wares.
It's the same folks that did Battle Chasers a couple of years ago. If you've ever played that. And it's a similar style game, but they got they teamed up with Riot Forge. And they got access to the League of Legends lore and the world and their characters, and they're doing an original League of Legends story in their game. Yeah. So it's really cool. Very cool getting to know these characters and being able to actually walk around the world. You know, they have a card game, an auto battler, a rhythm game, and of course League of Legends, but this is the first game you can kind of walk around and explore it. So welcome, friends, and thanks so much to Aurora Peachy. If you were watching my stream, go check out Peachy's stream, twitch.tv/AuroraPeachy. She has a super amazing community. She's an awesome person, a great friend, and you guys should follow her. You guys should, yeah. What was the other game released this week? It was called...
It is a gift to the friends of the Otters.
It was called Hex Tech Mayhem. I streamed it a little bit yesterday. And I actually played it last night offline when I wasn't streaming because it was a lot of fun. If you like rhythm games, check out Hex Tech Mayhem. It's only $10. Yeah. Mellowstar is continuing the gifted sub they got from Pinky Love. Thank you, Mellowstar. Thank you so much. You were playing Life is Strange True Colors. I hope you enjoyed it. Nice. All right, let's go beat this person up. This fight's almost over. Should we try to heal Braum before the fight is over, though? Yeah, let's try to... Actually, let's get in... Oh, did I just heal her? See what I did? I made a mistake, guys. Braum's sitting there at half health, and I'm like, no worries. I got you. And then she heals herself. Wave 1. Oh, there was 2 waves. Uh-oh. That might be bad. Can you heal the right person this time? Rom, you're not looking so good here. All right, let's try this. Feasting Darkness. Ow. Looming Curse. All right, we got something to deal with here. On death causes the champion who killed it. Wait, on death curses the champion who killed it, dealing massive damage after 3 turns. Okay, so how do we deal with that? It only lasts for 1 turn, so we don't kill it this turn? Maybe? Yeah. Question about future stream. Do you plan on playing Elden Ring day 1, or do I have time to get ahead of you? I can't answer that, Bleeding Fish. I have no idea. I don't know what my schedule is going to be like the next week I'm streaming, let alone February. Yeah. You're enjoying Life is Strange? It's on par with season 1? Oh, Life is Strange 1. I mean, not season 1. Oh, nice. All right. She's got a lot of tentacles up. Maybe she should deal some damage. Actually, can I kill him instantly now? This one here.
Shall we begin?
Shush. Maybe.
Be gone, Shadow.
Oh, we got Yasuo.
Yeah.
Such speed.
Nice. Oh, we got ultimate abilities. So much stuff happening. Didn't Elden Ring get delayed? Yes, but they delayed it right into February. They delayed it from January to February to crunch with everything else. They made February worse. Now you got the Guild Wars 2 expansion, Dying Light 2, Sifu, Elden Ring, Horizon Forbidden West, all in February. I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna retire from streaming in January. None of that will happen. It'll push again. I hope so. Sifu just came out and said we're releasing 2 weeks earlier. Still in February, but yeah. All right, take care, Underdark. Welcome home. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I have no idea how to even... You know what? It's not February yet. I'm not gonna worry about it. Ultimate abilities are now available for your party. These abilities are incredibly powerful and can change the course of a battle. Performing instant abilities and lane abilities during a combat encounter will build the ultimate meter. This is a shared pool that anyone in your party can use to perform their ultimate abilities. Okay, so it's a shared pool, shared ultimate. The ultimate meter will reset each encounter. Be sure to use your ultimate abilities wisely. All right, so we have Yasuo now, which I've never fought with. Oh, he's got it. Here's his ultimate. Consume 60 overcharge, dealing 186 damage plus 12 damage per 10 overcharge consumed. So that's just a big attack. That one guy on the top's got the Looming Curse. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do an instant attack. on this Wiggler. Just kill him. He's got 1 life. Can't have him up with 1 life. I don't know how to get rid of that looming curse, though. Maybe it doesn't matter if the fight's over. Yeah. That's for February, Bog Otter, to figure out. Did you just quote something I didn't actually say? Unless you're just making stuff up. You made it funnier, though, so that's good. February, aka the Mega Bogathon. Oh my god. Alright, so what's Brahm's ultimate? Porygeddon adds a damage shield to all allies, absorbing 60 damage and removes all debuffs from each. I kind of just want to see what that looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Porygeddon, yes! I love my Poros. It's on his head. It's raining Poros. Hallelujah. That was great. As long as Dying Light 2 doesn't overlap with the End of Dragons. I know. One of them, please push. Alright, Yasuo. What kind of lane stuff can we do? Deals 59 damage to the target and a nearby enemy. Gets 76 damage. Let's try this. Braum, you need, you must needs protect yourself. I like how I protected Braum and he didn't even get attacked. Nice. Triple slash. He's almost dead. I mean, who throws a fish, honestly? I'll begin to speak in incomplete sentences around 23 hours. This has been proven, yes. Look at that final curse, the looming curse. And does the looming curse matter if the fight's over? Oh, you got your noms, Alaska? Great. That actually didn't take long to get there at all. Enjoy your treats. Enjoy your cookies and pumpkin breads. And thanks for your support on Patreon, my friend. All right, here we go. Ooh, Braum leveled up. Sweet.
And it is true. The Mistwalkers are indeed stirring again in Grey Harbor. Our search did not take long.
Yes, it was quite short. And we fought alongside an Ionian as well. How fun!
How fun! You too can get Bog Otter's package with Patreon. That's true. Get my package.
You're welcome. Now step aside.
Swordsman, wait a moment. Your motion is quite intriguing.
Those creatures were simply in my way.
You head into Grey Harbor. Do you have any idea what you face?
I don't care. I've got someone to find.
Why not join us? We can search for your friend together.
Yes, we must needs stick together.
The mist is unlike any danger you have faced. Whoever you seek in Grey Harbor is likely dead. Speed will get you nowhere.
It is true. Brom knows firsthand. It almost killed him.
Who's Brom?
Me!
Brom is me.
Ah, I see. So, Brom has fought these creatures before?
Alaska, you're a Critical Role fan, right? So, your emo guy, that's Liam O'Brien.
Yes, near the Shadow Isles. They overwhelmed me, destroyed my boat. I shall soon return to face them again. This time, Brom will be ready.
If these things are giving a big guy like you trouble, maybe we should stick together. In that case, I'll help you. For now.
Help us!
And your help is most welcome. What shall we call you?
Late for dinner?
Yasuo.
New party member. Yasuo has joined the party. He's a damage dealer. Excuse me. An Ionian of deep resolve, Yasuo is an agile swordsman who wields the wind itself to strike with speed and precision. As a proud young man, he was falsely accused of murdering his master. Unable to prove his innocence, he was forced to slay his own brother in self-defense. Oh, God. Now he searches for Ari, his mysterious Vestayan charge, determined to not repeat past failures. Wow. Okay. You don't like him? Why not, Rico Peach? Alright, so Yasuo can send out a tornado projectile from his dungeon skill. Enemies hit by it take damage and have reduced haste as the battle begins. Furthermore, Yasuo can use Tornado Slash to disperse mist and activate wind-powered mechanisms. Oh. As nimble and precise as the wind itself, Yasuo has an additional chance to crit, though his crit deals less damage. Okay. Whenever Yasuo crits an opponent, he builds Flow. Flow is consumed when Yasuo is hit to provide him a damage shield. Okay. So he crits, builds Flow, and then the Flow is consumed when he gets hit, giving him a damage shield. Yasuo's Steel Tempest ability grants him a buff of the same name. When Steel Tempest reaches 4 stacks, it allows Yasuo to use his powerful Raging Wind or Gathering Storm spells for free. Storm spells for free. That sounds all complex. I don't think I actually learned there. There was just words I read. Don't you hate when you do that? You're reading it and you're like, I'm reading this, but I don't understand what it's saying. Okay, so for Brom, what do we want to increase here? Heroic Leap to damage all enemies. Add 3 stacks of concussion or adds 3 additional damage to each enemy. I can increase the damage shield. Increases pushback by 100%. Adds 3 stacks of concussion. Is there a way to make the concussion do more? Reduce the number of stacks to trigger concussion from 12 to 9. Let's do that. Yes. Okay, and then Yasuo's got 4 ability points. Yeah. What are the chances from 1 to 10 of cookies sent to you by Azari containing laxatives after your screenshot? What? None. Of course, none. None. Your screenshot was hilarious, by the way. You saw something about Choya being the best Bog Otter emote? Lies and slander. It was the least used tier 1 emote. Or one of them. See, they give you so many abilities right when you... Like, this is our first time playing with Yasuo. They give me so much, like, right away that I'm like, I don't know what I want to increase or decrease. No clue. So I'm going to pick stuff. We can always change it. So, grants 1 stack of Steel Tempest at max stats. Stacks. It will cost no mana. Fine. Let's do it. Grab those. Increases damage shield grant by each stack of flow. 20% more crit chance from items. And a nearby enemy. Increases damage of each strike by 4. Increases crit chance by 10% for sweeping blade. That looks fine. Crits inflict a bleed. Or crits grant 10 overcharge. Let's do that so you can not have mana problems. Wow, I think Yasuo is like a combo monkey. Combo monkey! Alright, what equipment should we use? Oh, do I have skins for him? Oh, I got the ruined Yasuo skin too. Ooh. Stream was muted. Yeah, no, we were just talking about they added the ability to see how many people are using your emotes. So I posted a screenshot of some of it on Otterfolk's subscriber section on Discord if you want to take a look. Unfortunately, there's 64 pages worth of stats. So I can't, it's hard to share like more than that, but yeah. And it's only for the last 30 days. Yep. All right, don't have a trinket. Shark tooth necklace he's got. Doran's ring. Seems better than those. Wanderer tunic, that's all we got. And then this. This does more damage, right? Anamune. Each attack generates 5 mana. All right, let's use that one. All right, so who do we want to lead us? So that's Yasuo's start. You know, I really like starting with Alawi because then I can start battle with an extra tentacle. All right, let's go to Grey Harbor. I'm sure this will go well. I should have got rested. That was an intimidating map.
So this is Grey Harbor, yes? Such fog. I see where it gets its name.
Looks a little green to me, not gray.
This place stagnates.
You are sweating like a true Vask in the sun.
I can feel the spirits here.
Yeah, we live here now.
They are festering. I will allow no such thing. We will return motion to this place. The light of the bearded lady will show us the way.
Yes, of course. Bearded lady, motion. What have you gotten yourself into now, bro?
All right.
What happened here? A town square should be filled with the sounds of laughter and the music of the smith's anvil.
It was not always like this. The harrowing. It happens every few years. Without warning, our Serpent Isles are overrun.
Time to move.
The black mist of the Shadow Isles rolls across the ocean in an unstoppable wave, unleashing a horde of maddened spirits on all who stand in its path. Great champions of darkness ride against the shores of Bilgewater.
Is that Thresh? No, that wasn't Thresh, was it? That was Hecarim. Didn't Azari say Hecarim earlier?
The last harrowing we suffered took root here in Grey Harbor. Many were lost, and we fought with all we had to hold our ground.
Was it Thresh?
That night I called upon the power of my goddess Nagakaboros and cleansed Grey Harbor. Yet somehow the mist has returned.
And the shadows with it.
Something has upset the balance. There is a temple here. It may provide us with answers.
Okay, so we got enemies out and about. This is a little dungeon. Find the Buru Temple. If I was a Buru Temple, where would I be? Oh, I don't know, but there's treasure up this way, so let's go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, bad guy. Did I hit? I hit.
Friends, you have my shield.
And my axe. All right, 2 sorrowful wisps and a Mistwalker sailor. I'm just going to, I gotta move this timer. Every time I think it's low enough, something else goes to the screen there. How's that? Better. All right, so on death, increases attack power of all allies by 25% by 3 turns. Okay, so killing those first is not great.
Are you even trying?
Alright, we have to do a fast attack.
Let me show you the door. Grom has done it!
What did you do, Brom? Hey! Hello! Thank you for... Thanks for waking me up. Have my scare. Thank you. Thanks, Airwolf. And my hair tile. And my ladle and my fist. So I didn't even notice any of that. Thank you, gang. Thank you, Airwolf. Mailman's here. All right. And my choya and my French toast.
This makes me smile.
Whoa. So you can speed up the combat, which is pretty cool. And my evil book. Love it, Merm. Loots. Level 7. Upgrade pernt. Grace of Nakagaboros. So I can increase her heal. Her heal would give her... Okay, so increases cast time to long, but increases the base heal. Or has a 50% chance to spawn a tentacle. Try to get a tentacle with your heal. I like that. We're gonna have to increase the number of tentacles we get too, though. All right, for now that should be good. For now. Oh no, this guy. No!
Fight, if we must.
You're hearing the Book of Love in your head now? You've got to find your passion! Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom. All damage, reduces all damage taken by 40%, reduces damage from projectiles an additional. Oh, okay. Ouch. Yeah. Collaboration!
Other Freljord! Let Brom show you.
All right, this one we need to do a fast lane. We're living in the fast lane. All right, let's see if we can get a big heal off on Brom. He must needs it. Did I cast it on Brom? I hope so. I don't think I did. Is that a self-heal only? Or am I just spastic and like do it wrong all the time? A winter's day in a deep and dark December. Heal a target. Okay, heal the what target then? Why can I not heal anybody else? Heal all allies. All right, let's try that one.
You will not stop my duty.
Sword unsheathed.
It's got to defend until it goes. Okay, there's a heal. Wow. Oh, a multiple wave fight. Oh. Magic Thunder. can I select who? I didn't want to attack him. Did he taunt or something? Is that what's going on here? No. Okay, she can go again. I don't know why I can't attack the other guy. Yeah, I literally can't target anybody else. I've got my ultimate. Ding dong. Got that? Okay.
Sometimes icy heart just needs warmth.
I'd stay down.
Alright, let's use her ultimate. What's hers? Deals 104 damage, consumes all tentacles, healing the most wounded ally for 41 health. Oh, that's like a massive heal, huh?
He took a Reese's.
What?
He took a Reese's.
He took a Reese's?
Yeah.
For a mailman?
Yeah.
The weak give way to the strong.
That did pretty good. And then it heals too? Ow. Knockout.
I have taught you the only way I know how.
Too many cookies take them away from you? Somebody was telling me that they took some and put them in the freezer to save them from their family eating them too quickly. So they could get some. Yeah, I hope you enjoy them though.